and I'm here to bring you the most requested, by far, video of the week. Extremely good looking. It's so unlikely that he's natural that you may as well just say there's more chance he got struck by lightning.
So, Ollie, are you natty or not? What is going on, guys? Will here. Welcome to the video. Today we are going to be following the diet of the best non-doctor there is, Dr. Greg Doucette. I seem to follow his advice more than my actual doctor himself. We both have very similar approaches to nutrition where we just track overall calories. We do not care about macros, and all we care about is hitting a certain amount of protein. We are both very creative in the kitchen. We like to make high volume, high protein recipes, and it makes it feel like we're not even dieting. So his recipe series is called the Anabolic Kitchen. Many of you guys have reached out to me on Instagram, sending me pictures, sending me DMs saying, yo, Will, you got to try these recipes. They are bomb.com. So that is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna eat Anabolic Kitchen recipes all day long, give you guys my honest review if I make them again. But first we need to go get some groceries.
Smart Pop popcorn, not Skinny Pop.
Groceries acquired. I had so many artificial sweeteners in my cart. People were looking at me like, is this kid about to snort a line of Splenda? So I got everything except the Mountain Dew. I even asked the guy, I was like, do you guys carry Mountain Dew? And he kind of gave me that look like, do people even drink that shit anymore? And I was like, apparently Coach Greg does. So that is what we're off to go get right now. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Update, so I went to 4 different places. None of them had Diet Mountain Dew. So I'm assuming everyone's just hoarding Diet Mountain Dew like they are with toilet paper these days. So I got the next best thing, which is Sprite Zero. I actually really like Sprite Zero, so I can't complain. Speaking of Mountain Dew is just such like a soft, beautiful name for such a aggressively violent tasting drink. Like, it looks like battery acid, but I loved that shit back in the day. That stuff reminded me of like my young gaming days, except I was drinking the Code Red variety. But yeah, so heading home, got the groceries, and to cook up some anabolic French toast. Time for breakfast. So we are going to be making the anabolic French toast. This has to be his most popular recipe for sure. Just 5 ingredients, seems very simple from the video. So I went to the store, picked up just this plain d'Italiano white bread. It says our freshest tasting, we will see about that. Egg whites, vanilla, your type of a 0-calorie sweetener of choice, and then some cinnamon, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna get to it. So 1 full carton of the egg whites is 2 cups. So we're just gonna put the whole bad boy in because this is an anabolic French toast. So we're gonna build some muscle mass when we eat this. Now what we're gonna do is he made this recipe idiot proof. So it's very easy to kind of like do all the measurements. So very happy about that. So for every one of these, we're gonna add around 2 teaspoons of your sweetener of choice. So I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons in. Now what we do is add the vanilla. So I have Madagascar vanilla. I don't know if there's a difference between Madagascar vanilla or regular vanilla, but anyway, we're gonna have some sort of jungle gains today. So just 1 cap size, which is 1/4 teaspoon, goes into the mixture. And then last but not least, like we're already done here, is just some cinnamon. So for every cup, so there's 2 cups in here, you wanna give it 1 spank. So spank it like it's a bad girl. So 1, 2, 1 more, 3, okay. And then that's the mixture, so we're just gonna mix it up. He says to mix it until it looks like it's mixed. So very descriptive, which I like. Looks like it's mixed. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna immerse our bread into our little egg white reservoir we have here. I'm gonna go with around 4 slices. So for every 2 slices, so it's 190 calories, 2 grams of fat, 37 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. So yeah, so I'm gonna go 4 slices of that. And you really wanna soak it up and just keep on turning it. All right, so that is it. I'm gonna go wash my hands now and then we're gonna cook it. So I have my pan heating on a low setting. All I'm gonna do is just give it a little quick spray. You don't want to waste too many calories with oil, it's just not worth it. Now what I'm gonna do is add my French toast to the pan and we're gonna let it sit for around 3 to 5 minutes per side. Okay, so the French toast has been cooking for a little bit, but you guys see all of this leftover egg white in this bowl? That is just pounds of muscle left on the table. So what we wanna do is we wanna baptize our French toast with some egg whites. We are becoming gain pastures right now. So we were just gonna give him a nice little more of this liquid egg white stuff. It smells like an Anabolic Kitchen in here too. So I somehow got that full entire carton of egg whites submerged into these 4 pieces of bread, which is pretty incredible. It smells like a dessert in here. It smells awesome. I seem to have a lot of egg white buildup around the sides. So I guess we were having French toast and scrambled eggs. 3, 2, 1. All right. I mean, I wouldn't say it looks restaurant quality, but it looks very good. It smells very good. And it seems like it's gonna be very filling. This is a massive pan. A lot of protein in this too. So just gonna let it cook on the last side, and then we're gonna top it off with some maple syrup, Greek yogurt, and some fruit. I am super excited to try this. This just looks like some sort of epic mealtime dessert here. No wonder why it's called the Anabolic French Toast, because each slice like looks like it grew 3 times the size, which is pretty incredible. Like, this is a lot of food. And for the macros, not including the toppings, is 620 calories. And then the macros are 70 grams of protein in here, 74 grams of carbs, and then 4 grams of fat. And then on top of it, I added half a serving of non-fat Greek yogurt. I then added half a serving, so half a cup of frozen berries, just microwaved, and then I added some Walden Farms on top. So let's see what this is all about. Let's see what the fuss is all about. I am not a big French toast fan. I usually prefer waffles, then pancakes, then French toast. So we'll see how this does. Look at that bite. Wow. Set some Greek yogurt on there. Oh my God. Very sweet. So good. There's a lot of egg in it. So it's like a very like different consistency of French toast than what I'm used to. It almost tastes like a sweet French toast quiche. Like very eggy and very airy. It's really good. I can totally see why he eats this thing every day. The macros on this thing is crazy. Like, if I looked at this normally, I would think this is like over 1,000 calories. And this is probably better than most things that are over 1,000 calories of the same thing. So you just gotta be a little bit creative in the kitchen. All right, well, that exceeded my expectations and then some. So good work, Greg. Really good. I think I'm probably gonna start making this probably every morning as well. So I can definitely see what everyone's like raving over about with this recipe. So this was my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna do a cardio thing in the basement. This is gonna take me a little bit longer than I thought to digest. So I'll probably work out in about like an hour and a half or so, and I'll see you guys then. It's almost 3 p.m. I haven't eaten since the French toast at around 10 a.m. That thing has just been sitting in my stomach with no plans on leaving anytime soon. So that is quite the dieting hack recipe. I'm not even remotely digested yet, but I gotta get on with my day somehow. So I'm gonna do my cardio now. And what I've been doing for cardio is actually Orange Theory. You guys know I love Orange Theory, but obviously I can't go to Orange Theory as pretty much every other gym worldwide is closed. But now on their YouTube channel, if you just type in Orange Theory in the search bar, you'll have to go to their profile, and they offer every single day a new home workout that uses minimal equipment. They're all 20 to 30 minutes long. And I like this a lot more than just traditional running on the treadmill because it gets very boring. So this one keeps it fun, keeps you guessing. You can challenge yourself however much you want to. And if you like this, you'll like Orange Theory. It's a very good indication if you'll like it and think it's worth joining after all this is done. So this is what I'm gonna do right now. This one is 30 minutes long. And then I'll catch up with you guys after.
So any household object will work for this first movement. It's a goblet static lunge. Explode up, landing softly through the heels. Series for a total of 3 rounds. Let's get started, guys.
Okay, well that was the workout. That was tough. So I'm gonna go shower now and then we're gonna whip up a snack. So Coach Greg may not be able to turn water into wine, but he can turn ice cream into a high protein snack. So we are gonna try his anabolic ice cream. That is 1/4 of the container of this fat-free, sugar-free pudding mix, a little bound chicka wow wow of this Walden Farms chocolate syrup, half a cup of the cashew milk, a little bit of Splenda or any sort of sweetener of your choice, 140 grams of frozen strawberries with equal parts of ice, 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum or guar gum, and then 1.5 scoops of Acacian protein powder, all blended up in that. All right, so I have everything here in the blender. Will it blend? I'm not convinced, but we will see. So apparently what we're supposed to do is blend it for around a minute, and then after a minute you take the lid off, get a spatula, scrape it down because it's gonna get super thick. Repeat that around 3 to 4 times until it gets to the consistency that you want. Well, that doesn't sound right. I'm still gonna get something from my room. Okay, so let's see if this is gonna help. Okay, so that was the first one. Doesn't seem too promising right now. But it looks super thick, look at that. Oh, please don't screenshot that. I'm about to go to round 4, so this ice cream makes it more rounds than I do. And right now, here's what we got going on here. So it's looking pretty thick. I'm not quite convinced yet if I can put it on my head like he does, but we'll see after the next one. All right, so I think we're done. It smells like I just set off a fire in my house. I definitely took advantage of that motor, but I guess anything is a smoke machine if you use it wrong enough. So in terms of thickness, I think we did a pretty good job. I think it looks like exactly what he does in his video. Here we have it. So in order to see if we actually made it right, I gotta flip it over my head like he did in his video. Am I convinced it won't fall in my hair? Not entirely, but for YouTube purposes, we will give it a shot. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it looks like we did a good job. So obviously you can just eat it like this. It'd probably be amazing. And this actually filled up quite a lot of the blender. If you guys have a Vitamix, you guys will know how big this is. So quite a lot of volume of food for 300 calories. But I want to top it off with something. So a lot of people will probably put peanut butter, like this one here, like the regular, with those like creepy looking bears looking like they're looking at you after trapping you in a well. Those ominous looking bastards. But I don't have time for that. I don't have the macros for that. I'm not Michael Phelps. So what I'm gonna be using, which I always use, is PB2. So here I weighed out 12 grams, which is 1 serving, and I'm just gonna put that right on top, which is awesome. So I'm kind of weird. I don't like to mix it with water, make it like kind of like peanut butter. I like it powder. Anything in its powder form, I prefer it. So that is gonna be my snack, guys. So in total, 345 calories. I'm very excited to try it, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Look at that. Ooh, very sweet. So good though. The consistency of a Dairy Queen Blizzard as well. I dig it. Good job, Greg. So it's time for meal number 3, and Greg usually makes some sort of a wrap with the P28 flatbread, but I cannot find that anywhere, but I found something pretty cool I want to share with you all. So look at the size of this wrap. So I put this on a tray, and now look at the comparison to my hand. So this thing is massive. So this is the brand. It's called Taft Dunes. So it's like some sort of multi-purpose wrap. You can use it as like a sleeping bag and then eat it when you wake up in the morning. So what do you think the macros are? 500 calories? No. 600 calories? No. It is 210 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 43.5 carbs, and 8 grams of protein for one of these things. So Greg, if you're watching this, you should switch to these because they're sick. So I'm putting on a whole bunch of romaine lettuce. He doesn't seem to cut his romaine lettuce, so I'm just doing in the strips like that. We have cucumber, pickles, some processed turkey because he said it's okay and I won't die, so I'm gonna believe him. A bunch of spinach on top, some of this low-fat yogurt dill dressing, which I weighed out right here, and then mustard because it's 0 calories, and then Walden Farms, which is 0, or if just very little calories. So we're gonna put that all together in the wrap, and then that's meal number 3. Okay, so I promised you guys that there was a wrap here somewhere. Like, this is a lot of food, and the calories for this is 550 calories, 45 grams of protein, 66 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fat. Like, I feel like I'm a zookeeper right now about to go feed the gorillas like their meal for the day. Like, I'm getting food challenge vibes. Food challenge vibes for a meal under 550 calories. You know you were doing something right. So let's dress this thing up. So I'm gonna put some mustard on top. Mustard is my favorite condiment of all time. Now some of this low-fat yogurt dill sauce, which I put 45 milliliters, which is 90 calories. Kind of just like a lower fat version of ranch. And I noticed that he likes doing ranch and barbecue sauce, so then I picked up the Walden Farms thick and spicy barbecue sauce, so we'll see how that is. Ooh, I can smell the science in that one. I don't know. No, we're not using that. Okay, we're just going with the ranch and the mustard. This thing has to be like 5 pounds. Like, this is an ideal burrito circumference. But right now I'm only getting lettuce, so I can't really tell you much yet. This is really good. The bread's really good too. Wow. Well, I'm pretty behind on calories today. So I think with this, I'm around 1,550 to 1,600 calories, and it's just about 6 p.m. I usually finish my eating on a typical day at around like 7:30. So yeah, it's just showing you how much high volume foods can make it feel like a lot more food than normal. Time for dinner. So I'm at my girlfriend's house right now, and we're gonna be making pizza. We're gonna be making anabolic pizza. I mean, I'm only gonna be making anabolic pizza. She's vegan, so hers is gonna be a catabolic pizza. But going on the pizzas, we have mushrooms, zucchini, red onion, bell pepper, and then hot peppers. And then the base is gonna be those wraps that I showed you guys earlier. And then this is the lowest calorie sauce that I could find. It's like the 40 calories per half cup. He also says you can use any sort of low calorie protein of your choice. So when I went to the store, I found these turkey knackwurst sausages. I don't know how you say it, but it's 90 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 0 carbs, and 17 grams of protein per one. So you better believe I am doing the whole entire pack. And for the cheese, because I love cheese, and I'm kind of disappointed with this choice, but he's gonna be using the singles slice cheese. I mean, I haven't had these since I was like 5 years old, having grilled cheese. I mean, he doesn't call it cheese, he calls them protein squares. I mean, I wouldn't really call this cheese either since it's shiny and I can see my reflection, but we're gonna start putting this together and I'll show you guys the final product. Okay, so let's give this bad boy a try. So the cheese looks like a little bit of a nacho cheese situation here. Kind of just looked very soupy. And surprisingly, the flatbread held up quite nice. You can barely taste even like the cheese because there's so much other flavors going on. There's literally no flavor. So it's just added protein, which is a bonus, I guess. How's yours? So what kind of beans do you have on yours?
Pinto beans.
She has pinto beans and nutritional yeast on hers. So the calories for the whole entire pizza is 808 calories, and the macros are 99 grams of protein, 78 grams of carbs, and only 12 grams of fat. And that is like the size of a large pizza if you like ordered one in. So like you can't beat it. Okay, so I am gonna end off the video here. Just popped up some Smart Pops to end off the night for a snack. 240 calories for the bag while we Netflix and chill. So I actually ended my calories a lot lower than my maintenance calories. I was around 2,700 calories, and it seemed like I ate 5,000 calories. So my overall opinion on this diet is that it's great. You know, I had my veggies, I got my fruit in, and then I can enjoy stuff like this. I can have syrup in my ice cream, so stuff like that. I think it's very sustainable. That is what I preach to most people. You know, if you're too strict all the time, you will binge, you will fall off the wagon. So yeah, just get creative in the kitchen and it will do wonders. I'm actually gonna link Greg's channel in the description down below. If you haven't heard from him, so you can check him out. So that is it, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.